So my main job is managing director of White Digital. So that's what I do for 4 days a week or whatever. We're a team of 14, soon to be 15 actually, we've just been interviewing today.
Wow.
Web design and digital marketing, mostly focus on like the organic ranking side of things, but we also do dabble into paid stuff as well. So that's 4 days of the week. The other day of the week, I'm essentially managing director as well of a property, like a service accommodation management business up in Newcastle called Properties Unique as well.
Oh, cool. Almost when you then start your business, it's so different. And obviously you've got different businesses that you're involved in. Yeah. Almost the ability to think on your feet and blag things and sell things and find your way through is surprisingly important.
I mean, it might be a bit of a magpie kind of syndrome-y thing almost, you know, like, well, maybe through my 20s it maybe was a little bit. I never really had much of a like path. I was just kind of go wherever the wind would take me, sort of thing, you know. And things happened and opportunities arose, and I kind of took one and didn't take another and whatever. But what was really interesting is the whole way through that I was always trying to start businesses. It's actually the one thing that's actually kind of always rung true through everything. You know, when I was at the pub, I was trying to start my own pub. When I was teaching sailing and windsurfing out in Egypt, I was trying to sell the old centre windsurf boards and kit back in the UK on eBay. That didn't work. I think I still owe eBay about 400 quid actually, now I couldn't mention it. 5 months or something of money built up, and I had this like, I've got 5 months to make it work. And I went broke after 5 months. And there was a moment, and it was just before my 30th birthday actually, where I had no money in the bank. No one owed me any money. No cash was coming in. I had to borrow some money off my mum to pay for my car insurance, which at 30 years old is not really where you want to be.
But I think people always think that you start a business doing something, websites, that actually you'll be able to make money quite easily without having to do all the side hustles, the pub, whatever, stuff for other people. But often it does take time to get traction.
I always describe it like trying to get a boulder moving. Like it's like you've got this massive boulder, and you can drop your shoulder into it and shove as hard as you want, but it will not budge. And even when it starts moving, it's so imperceptible, the amount that it's moving. It feels like it's not going anywhere, you know. But if you keep pushing, eventually that boulder gets a little bit of momentum and you can get it going. After a while, the boulder's got so much momentum, you probably don't want to get in the way of it because it's not going to end well. But when it gets there, all you're kind of doing is nudging it from the sides just to try and keep it on the right path. So I feel like growing is part of the enjoyment of life. I think when you stop growing and you stagnate, I think that's where unhappiness starts setting in. You know, like if you're waking up and every day is Groundhog Day, it's no wonder that you're going to feel a little bit maybe not as motivated as you were if you were kind of feeling like you were going somewhere. And I think that's one thing that I've kind of taken with me, because you are going to have like ups and downs. Like it's 100%. If it feels good now, it is going to get worse. Like this too shall pass, or whatever the saying is, you know, like if it's good now, it's going to get bad. And if it's bad now, it's also going to get good quite soon. You just have to wait it out a little bit, you know. Achieving any kind of goal is essentially guaranteed as long as you have more successful actions in the achievement of that goal than unsuccessful actions in the achievement of that goal. And as soon as you kind of understand that, it kind of makes sense that, you know, as long as you're compounding successful actions on top of each other over a period of time, even if you're like the most unlucky person on the planet, eventually it has to end up working out.
If you were to give advice to your younger self, what would it be?
I wish I didn't worry so much. So just maybe have a little bit of faith that, you know, if you compound successful actions over a long enough period of time, it's very hard to cock it up. So just don't worry, because you'll get there eventually.